Hey everybody, thanks for stopping in and watching this hair transformation. The picture that you see in front of you currently is what my client wants to achieve today. The second picture that I'm about to show you is what our end results were. Now you can see the vibrancy, the depth. I really love this. And before we get started on techniques, please hit that subscribe, like, and turn on that bell notification. This is her before. As you can see, it has faded out, it has grown out, and we're gonna go ahead and refresh that. I first started off with 4 sections, and I will be starting at the front and top section of the hair. My first foil will be a weave. I am using the Ultimate Lightener, which is a high performance lightener that does give up to 9 levels of lift. It does contain bonder protection for a crisp, clean blonding result, all while preserving the integrity of the hair. And I will be using that with 10 volume starting off. The second foil will be a slice. I'm gonna do that back to back until I'm about 4 foils deep into that hairline. And then I'm gonna transition onto the sides. So as I work the product through the hair, I wanna make sure that I'm conscious of those previously lightened pieces of hair, right? So you want to lightly feather your product through those lightened ends, but not fully saturating it completely. And then you want to pull your hair out of the foil so that it sits on the outside and not on the inside, so it doesn't get over processed. You'll also notice that each slice that I'm taking is super fine. You could read a newspaper through each slice that I've taken. I feel like it's really important so you get a really nice flush application against that new growth. Something to keep in mind that I feel like is very important. This 5th foil, I will be giving it a tease, creating a cushion, applying product to my foil and applying it to the hair so I get the bottom saturated as well as the top for a nice even lift, and feathering that lightener up into that cushion part so I get a nice beautiful blend. I'm going to work on these sides starting at the temple. I am going to be using a diagonal sectioning all the way up until I reach the crown area. I do on one side, I will be doing on the opposite side, and then I will be transitioning to the back, starting from the nape, working my way up. Now that I finally got to the back, I will be taking horizontal sectioning from the nape to the occipital bone with 25 vol. And then once I reach the occipital bone, I'm going to transition into diagonal sectioning until I get to the beginning of the crown area. And then I'm going to go back to taking horizontal sectioning. I'm going to be taking out the foils that I started with in the front with the 10 volumes. Those are done and ready to be pulled out. I will be using a damp cloth to clean that lightener off so that they don't further process. And in this next foil, I will also be showing you the elasticity of the hair and the fact that it is still very strong. My client is ready for the next step. I mixed up a 6RR and a 6RB with 10 volume and applied that root to ends for 20 minutes, and the results are gorgeous. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching this hair transformation. I hope there's some tips and tricks that you can take with you going forward. Stay tuned till the end of the video where I will be posting products used and formula.